Everybody knows how big 660 are with the #1 singles, with all the music awards, with the sellout stadium shows at Eden Park and Western Springs, and with all the beautiful music we all know every word to. They are probably our biggest band right now, maybe ever. Matiu Walters is the band leader. Hello, Matiu, and thank you for coming on. This is the Effin News.
Hello, Paddy. No, thanks for having me.
Now, you've got a competition going on, and it's an awesome one. It's about bringing whanau home to see 660.
Yep.
How good?
Yeah,
Tell us about it.
Yeah, really cool, man. Really proud of this one. To be honest, you know, over the last few years, we've seen well, it's hard to escape. You know, your Taylor Swifts and all these artists coming this way. They never managed to make it to New Zealand. And what we noticed is that there were so many competitions on radio and on TV to fly people from here over to Melbourne or Sydney to watch the shows. And I don't know, to me it was like, oh, we're kind of rewarding them for not coming all this way to Aotearoa. So I thought, wouldn't it be cool to flip it on its head and have a competition to fly whanau back home to New Zealand to watch one of our shows over summer at the best time of the year and in the best country. So
yeah, so people can apply, and if they get drawn, doesn't matter where they are in the world, they can bring 4 whanau.
Yeah. That's basically it. No matter where you are, if you're a Kiwi away from home, then apply for this competition. And it doesn't matter where you are. You could be on Mars, man. and you could be coming home with 3 of your whanau and mates to watch the show.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of people overseas who want to see you guys, so that's epic.
Yeah, exactly.
And that brings us to whanau. Whanau are obviously really important to you. You're a dad now. You're getting married soon.
Yep.
Tell us a little bit about whanau life for you at the moment.
It's changed a lot. You know, I have a 3.5-year-old and an 8-month-old, and I don't know, the pace has changed, and my goals have changed, and my responsibilities have obviously changed. And I love it, to be honest. I love being a dad, and I think a lot about being, I don't know, working smarter, not harder. You know, I can't exactly just go in the studio and just pound out hours and hours and hours the same way I used to. So it's been challenging in that. You know, it's been an adjustment, but I think it's a lot healthier, and the hope is that I write better music for it because I have a stronger base. But you're right, whanau's always been a really important thing for me and for the band in a way. I think it's what we represent to each other and for people. And I've always kind of wanted that feeling to come through in our shows, you know. I love looking out and seeing all generations and all ethnicities, all people, that our shows can be a place where everyone can come and just be themselves and be comfortable around each other and differences, which is, something I'm really proud of.
Yeah, that's what whanau's all about, isn't it, really?
Yeah, like despite your differences, like whether we like it or not, we're here together, and we have to work it out, and that at least our show can be a small fraction of that, where it's like nothing else matters but us just being here together, and it's one of the things whanau means to me. Yeah. Yeah,
and in terms of whanau, you're getting married soon. Now, a lot of people at their wedding, you know, it would be their dream to have 660 play.
Well, they're going to be at the wedding, so there's a possibility that I'm going to have to try and keep Chris away from the microphone. I think this might be the biggest challenge.
Oh, that's right. Keep Chris Mack from playing. Yeah. You're actually probably the only guy that doesn't want 660 to play at your wedding.
100%.
But you're looking forward to that. When's that happening?
Yeah, I can't wait. January 4th. So that's just right around the corner. And you know, I've known my partner forever, and we have 2 kids together, so it's like we're as good as married, let's be honest. But I'm just looking forward to the celebration and having our friends and whanau together to, have that time together.
And you started 660, you know, everybody knows the story and the flat, 16 years ago now, 16 years, quite a while. Not quite old bastard territory, but, you know.
Almost.
Oh, getting up there. Yeah. And you mentioned before, you know, the way that you look at your work has changed. Does that include being a father? Is there some sort of legacy that you want to leave your kids with your music now?
Yeah, I suppose, you know, whanau, at least with my whanau, I always pictured it as like a safety net. If I'm an acrobat in a circus kind of up here flipping around and being dangerous, that they were a safety net, and underneath it I could fall on if things went left. And I've got that responsibility now with my kids, so that's I don't know, man, it's just definitely changed everything. People with kids must understand out there. It's just such a change of pace, and everything just changes. But as a legacy, honestly, I try not to think about legacy too much. I've done that and I've been through that, and I don't quite have the energy for that. Maybe that's something that's changed, you know, that I just want to be true, and my kids know that creatively I was brave, and brave enough to be honest. Yeah, I guess that's what I want them to know.
Yeah, so you think that perhaps previously you were thought a lot about what your legacy would be.
Yeah.
And, you know, maybe became a bit obsessed by that in some ways.
Yeah. I'm definitely victim of my aspirations. You know, I find it difficult to just sit still and not strive. But yeah, the source has changed, you know, and I'm not so fixated on success in that way. You know, tickets sold and streams and all that kind of stuff. It's just about expression and fulfillment, you know, and being fulfilled, which is a much harder thing to measure. I'll be honest about that, but I think it's a lot more righteous. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's your sense of purpose, I guess, coming through. So you're sort of saying previously your purpose might have been sort of tickets and streams, and now it's more creative. Have you made a deliberate change to?
Yeah, maybe with having kids and having a whanau might have made it have to be a deliberate change. I think the source of, you know, my purpose of bringing people together and providing that whanau feeling has always been the same. It's just when you're younger and you're more energetic, you're kind of, the source for your energy is different. And it's just different now, and I like it. It's peaceful.
Yeah, yeah, you found some peace through that. Yeah. And would you say there's something in that for other people as well, to, you know, who are creative or, you know, are in a career where they get to that sort of 15, 16-year mark where they need to find some other reason for what they're doing?
I suppose so. Like I can only speak for myself, but I mean, I don't think I could be here without the 16 years, you know. And if it wasn't for, you know, I guess my advice for people coming up is not to wait. Really, I think that's what I always did. Is like I acted first, without trying to like create reason as to why I should have done something first. I just did it and let the cards fall where they were, and allowed me to get here and allowed me to do some really amazing stuff. But yeah, that's my advice. You don't wait for permission to do stuff, you know, because no one's going to give it to you. You just have to give it to yourself.
Yeah, and you've given yourself permission now. What, you want to be more creative, or you want to? What do you want now, Matiu, in terms of 660?
I want to be pure and honest. Not to say that we haven't been in the past. It's just like that. It's continually evolving, you know. And I definitely want to be bigger and be better and all that stuff. But for it to come from a different place, and having kids and having a whanau has changed that perception for me. And I feel a lot of potential, and I like that. I like that feeling.
And is there new music coming? Can you say that? What?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I'm always writing music. We're always together, thinking of. We've always got a grand plan together. At the moment, I'm just writing music from this place that I'm talking about, and I couldn't give you a date or time when this music's going to come out. Perhaps with this tour coming out, we could kind of drip feed a couple of new ideas. But I'm just happy creating right now, and yeah. Yeah,
and as a great Kiwi, we always end this. Yeah, how does that feel? It's cool. It's quite an honour.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, you know, it will probably overtake knighthoods and damehoods one day. So, as a great Kiwi, you know, what's one life lesson that you've already passed on some great advice, but what's one life lesson that you'd pass on to other Kiwis, Matiu?
Yeah, it's that one I said before. Just don't wait. You waste so much time waiting to do stuff, and you're never going to be ready. So just go for it.
That's awesome advice. Thank you very much, Matiu Walters from 660. Now, 660 are on tour next year, starting on the 1st of Feb. 4 concerts in Aotearoa, New Zealand, 4 in Australia. Head to 660.co.nz for details on how to enter that competition to bring whanau home. It will require you showing a photo of you and your whanau at a 660 concert in days gone by.